to survive, drive to arrive. If we put the hammer down, we can get there on time. I need a shower, need something to eat. Stare out the window, slumped in the seat. Time seems to be going so fast. We chase the future right into the past. I know a place where we can spend the night. I'll check ahead, make sure it's alright. An urgent message coming from home. It doesn't matter, man, you should put down the phone. Check the oil, check the tires, check the drums, check the wires, check the heat, check the radiator, check the engine light is on, check the fuel, it's almost gone. Better stop, man, we'll be running on fumes. Hit the curve, doing 85 clicks. Settle down, man, this is no place for tricks. There's worse things than being chased by the cops. The brakes are gone and there's no way to stop. I can't stop! I can't stop! If I'm feeling good, I pat the puppy. Pat the puppy. Good dog. More cowbell. Oh yeah. I can't stop! I can't stop! I can't stop! I can't stop! I would play shows that I set up myself, but when I started off, I would be the only electronic band on a bill of punk bands. So I got an attitude about playing live, because I had to get up there and hang out with these punk bands. So I had to be pretty energetic, pretty aggressive, because there were no dance parties. People didn't go to shows to dance like they do now. In some situations, they went to shows to listen to a rock band, and then what's this guy with all the buttons doing here? That was almost a I don't know. The reception wasn't always, warm. I was playing in an indie rock band. I was playing guitar, and we had a show lined up here in this very building, upstairs, and we were going to be opening for Plumtree. I was quite excited. We were a three-piece. Our drummer quit 2 weeks before the show, and I said, "We're playing the show anyway." I went down to Tony's Music Box, a place, free plug, a place where you can buy gear, and I bought a Boss Dr. Rhythm DR660 drum machine. I spent 2 weeks learning how to program all of our songs on it, and we played the show and kept playing with the drum machine for a couple of years after that. And I'd always been interested in new wave and electronic music growing up, even when I was listening to punk rock, because there's a lot of bleed there in the new wave era. So from there, I got into beats, and then I started getting into synthesizers, and there was an occasion I was in Halifax. I was playing bass, and I played bass in a punk band. It was fast, and it was furious, and I was working on an assembly line, and I was folding boxes all day, and I messed my wrists up really bad. And so I went to play the bass, and I got this crippling tendinitis from folding boxes on the assembly line. And I had to go to the hospital. Like, it was so bad, I couldn't turn a doorknob, I couldn't zip up my own jacket. And I went there, and the doctor said, "You're not gonna play bass again."
Really? Doctor said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I got into doing electronic stuff. That was when I got the rack, the white rack. Like, I didn't have a clue how electronic music was made. I didn't know anything until I was in a pawn shop on the north side, and there was a Roland synth in front of me, and I turned some knobs and it went meow, whoa, 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 and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. How much is this? I'm taking this home. That was my first synthesizer. I still use it to this day. To me, the gear's a means to an end. I like to rock out.
Right.
So if you give me a couple machines, I'll find a way to use them, probably incorrectly, but hopefully in a fun way. So I don't get hung up on the gear I use. I like the stuff I like, though. Well, one thing that sets electronic music apart from rock music, with me, I'm always trying to get to something new. I'm always trying to get to the future. If you're in a rock band, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, and that's cool, and there's a lot of room for creativity within that style. But with electronic music, you get people who have like a 1996 oscillator with their 2015 computer, and they're trying to work that with like a 1980s synthesizer. And everybody who does electronic music kind of like has their own weird set of gear, and then you got to take these boxes and make them all talk to each other, and there might be 30 years of difference between them. So you can't, like, you can say rock band and you can picture the instrumentation, but you can't say electronic band and picture in your mind what people are going to have, because you never know. Right. You never know what crazy stuff people are going to be trying to make work. There's kind of like a sort of like a graph of electronic music, and over here there's like really experimental ambient drone, far out abstract stuff, and then over here there's like straight up generic dance club bangers, and so I kind of try to be somewhere in the middle. Like, I want to be danceable, and I want to be fun, but I want to be weird, but I don't want to be, so like, I want people to have a good time. I want to be a party musician.
The window in search of your day. Something's very wrong. Your hair has grown a little too long. Only you can see. You led your class in biology. Rise of an ancient threat. The human race has tried to forget. It's fun invading our world. The virus thrives in a pile of human murder. There's only one defense before the tangle becomes too intense. Your pretty prom can wait. Shave it off before it's too late. Aliens spawn invading our world. The virus flies in a pile of human fur.